Mrs. Connors, you have meant so much to so many people in your years as a teacher, a speech coach, and Thespians advisor. You have done so much for so many people, and since you're retiring, which is a huge milestone, we as a Thespian troupe thought that we would show you just how much you mean to some of these people. So I'm going to keep my part short since we have a lot of clips of people saying what you have done for them. But Mrs. Connors, you deserve this, and you deserve to relax after such a great career of helping students, teaching them why learning is beautiful, and just showing that you care about them. So thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Hi, Mrs. Connors. Thank you so much for your years upon years of hard work and dedication for the speech team and Thespian Troupe number 464. Those of us who got to know you as a teacher or mentor, we're so lucky to be blessed by your wit, your perspective, and your just astonishing ability to care for so many different students and people. So thank you so much and best wishes for the future.
Hi, Ms. Connors. First of all, congratulations on your retirement. Well deserved. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you because when I think about who I've learned the most from in education, it has most certainly been you, right at the top of the list. Not only did I learn a lot to prepare me for going to school to be an English teacher, but I learned from you because I could see your passion in everything that you talked about. It made me want to be a good teacher like that. It inspired me to make sure that when I decide to, have a classroom and what I decide to teach every single day, to make sure that I'm having a good time while doing it and that I'm showing them how good it is and how, passionate I am, because clearly when you're passionate, people learn from you, because that's what you did for me. Being able to work with you now and seeing you in a different perspective has been awesome. And again, I'm continuing to learn every single day by the help of you. And I don't have anything but great things to say about you. You really impacted me more than you'll ever know. And I hope that you enjoy retirement because, like I said at the beginning, you deserve it. Bye.
Mrs. Connors, you are dedicated to what you put your mind to. You inspire people to stay on the right track no matter how difficult it is. Your understanding of people and of situations, and in Thespians you put passion to purpose, and that changes lives. Thank you for all you've done for me and all you've done for FHS.
So to me, Mrs. Connors is one of the first people who taught me how to see writing and speaking as a craft, as an art that you continue to work towards and that you can continue to shape to move people and inspire people. And I will never forget working with her on one of my speeches, and she sat me down and was like, okay, Caitlin, we're gonna work on, being more conversational in your speech. And I was like, okay, great. And she said, all right, deliver your speech, just sitting down right here in front of me, and talk to me as if you're having a conversation with a friend before class. It was very different for me, but just in doing little exercises like that, she really showed me what it meant to speak with people and not to speak at people, and how much better it is when you approach any sort of speech, any sort of conversation, through a lens of commonality, and not through a lens of grandstanding. She really showed me what it meant to bring characters to life, bring my own thoughts and passions to life through words. And now, just a few years later, I'm going to be the graduation speaker at the commencement ceremony for all of the 2022 Missouri School of Journalism graduates. And I truly don't think I would have been chosen to do that if not for all of the hours, Mrs. Connors put into training me, encouraging me, and just truly being a friend who really helped shape my voice. I know that she has done that for dozens and dozens of other students. Thank you so much for all that you've done for my life and the lives of so many other FHS grads. Yeah, you will be missed, and I know that you will just continue to inspire no matter where you're at. Thank you again. Bye.
Mrs. Connors, I have been in awe of you from the day I met you. Truly, your brilliance is beyond compare, and your wisdom is like no other. I don't think I could ever find the words to express just how much you mean to me. You have inspired me to become a better writer, a better speaker, and a better person. People would often ask me before speech tournaments, "Oh, aren't you nervous to perform for the judges?" And my response was often, "No, I'm much more nervous to perform for Mrs. Connors." I knew that if I passed your standards, I was in pretty good standing. So thank you for setting the bar so high. I think of times the night or two before the competition that you and I would rewrite half of my speech, much to Mr. Connors' dismay, but you always stood up for me and you always had my back. Your faith in me gave me faith in myself, so thank you. I credit you with so much in helping me get to the place where I am today. You always knew how to give your students just the right amount of compassion and just the right amount of tough love. You never quenched your students' creativity, but you encouraged us to thrive in so many ways. You have been the best teacher, and you have made an impact on so many of our lives. So I wish you the happiest retirement. You deserve it. Love you, Mrs. Connors, and thank you for all that you have done and all that you have been.
Mrs. Connors, it is so incredible to hear that you are retiring. Congratulations, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you've done for me, being on speech team. I'm just so incredibly grateful for the impact that you're making in these students' lives. And now you get to kick your feet up, get to relax a little bit, and just enjoy your time. So well deserved. Congratulations.
I first met Becky Connors at the Art Museum. My brother and I would walk there in the summers for different lessons, and she would always be there with a big smile and a friendly hello. And then I just kept running into her. When I got involved at Winneshiek, her name would pop up. When I was in 8th grade, that happened to be the class she was student teaching. We started the high school together. Her first year teaching was my first year as a student. I got involved in the theater there, so I ran into Becky Connors. I got involved in the speech team. I ran into Becky Connors. I came back and started coaching. Of course I'm going to run into Becky Connors, and now she counts on me to be on the bus to open her tea in the morning. And every single time, she's been there to greet me with a big smile and a friendly hello. Becky Connors has always brightened my day. Whether it's because we get to discuss the origins of the word passion, or because we get to talk about books that she read 20 years ago and I read last year, or vice versa. It's always a delightful conversation, a depth conversation,
theworshipportal.com.
and one that always brings me away thinking more about what we had talked about. So thank you. I hope you enjoy retirement. Oh, I should confess though, when I was in film studies, I didn't watch most of those movies. I was always taken away for choir gigs, and so I would always miss the middle of the movie, and I know you made it available. I never watched them. So most of my reviews, the middle of the movie was a complete blank and I was just making up. It's been, what, over 15 years now. Thought I should come clean about that. Enjoy retirement.
Hi Mrs. Connors, I am so grateful to be a part of this video to celebrate you. You are truthfully one of the most intelligent, inspiring, and amazing people I have ever met. You are definitely one of my most favorite and most impactful teachers from my time at Freeport High School. I don't think I've ever had a class where I've retained so much information, and literally thanks to you, my ACT score for language rose 7 points. So thank you so much for literally making me a smarter person. Not only did I have a great time in your class, but I can't thank you enough for all of your help with the musical and speech team. I don't think I could have got through my infos without you, and just for making Thespians one of the best organizations and best times of my Freeport High School career. You are, like I said, so inspiring, and I'm so excited to see what you do with this next step in your life. And thank you so much for making Freeport High School such a better place, and just for being you.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors. Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
Thank you, Mrs. Connors.
I'm backstage, but thank you, Mrs. Connors.
My mom, although you may know her as Mrs. Connors, means the world to me. She has a selfless devotion to her teaching and just being there for her students. She has a can-do attitude and is very positive all the time. I'd like to thank my mom for always being there for me and giving me the love and support that I need throughout the years to be where I am today. Thank you.